What's up guys, it's Mike here, and today I want to expose a scam. So before you think this is just another clickbait video trying to get views, I assure you it is not. And if you're a home seller, I hope this message reaches you, because what I'm about to share with you could save you potentially thousands of dollars. So be sure to like this video and hit the subscribe button, as I'm going to keep putting out videos that help you save or make money. I did a lot of research on this one. In fact, I almost entered into a contract with two of these iBuyers, Zillow and Opendoor. So that way I could get firsthand experience on just how they operate and what the numbers really look like at the end of the transaction. So that way I could share it with you to help you avoid making the mistake of selling your house to these guys. So as you can see guys, right here on Zillow's website, you just go there and it will tell you why sell to Zillow. Oh, they say get paid with no surprises. Once you close, payment is transferred 100% guaranteed. That part's true. Skip the home prep, forget repainting, repairs, renovations. You will need to stage your home. That's partially true. And close and move out when you want. That is true. And support. I'm not so sure about that one. But this is their little breakdown of how they go through it. Whereas if you do a traditional sale versus choosing your date, managed by Zillow versus not, and the transaction costs on average, and they're saying closing costs 1 to 2%. And they say sell your home in 4 easy steps right here, guys. And here's some questions about it. So what does Zillow offers? Is there a fee? No. I'm ready to commit. Can I still get an offer? Or I'm not ready to commit. Can I still get an offer? Things like that. So, and this is, they share the states that they're available in. So let's go over to Opendoor. So here's their frequently asked questions. For sellers is what I want to focus on for this video. What types of homes do they purchase? And they'll explain to you single family homes, townhomes, duplexes, condos. They don't buy prefab or mobile homes. Their valuation, this is where they buy in. Max lot size, year built, home location, ownership, occupancy, solar panels and solar leases, home conditions and materials. So they have a lot of stipulations, I guess you could say. But this will explain to you basically how it works. Here it shows you can sell to Opendoor. We'll make you competitive cash offer so you get a stress-free sale, get an instant offer and get paid, skip showings and repairs, and move on your schedule, and list with Opendoor. Test the market, get expertise at every step, and save on fees. So guys, in this video, no frills, no BS. I'm gonna actually break down the numbers and show you the ugly truth of what they actually offer you when the transaction is close to the end. And you're gonna see why it makes sense to just go with a traditional real estate agent versus an iBuyer. So there are quite a few companies in the iBuyer game, but I'm gonna focus on the 2 biggest ones, which is Zillow Offers and Opendoor. So in this video, guys, I'm gonna share to you what an iBuyer is, how to sell to an iBuyer, and what to do beforehand. iBuyers are real estate companies that buy and sell properties through technology. They emerged on the scene after the market crash of 2008, and around 2009, 2010, they started tailoring their services to buy and sell homes from people supposedly hassle-free. Companies like Opendoor, OfferPad, Knock, Redfin Now, and Zillow Offers aim to simplify the process of a real estate transaction. These companies pride themselves on offering convenient, hassle-free transactions for buyers and sellers. Theoretically, iBuyers cut out the need for a real estate agent because they work directly with homeowners to buy their home and sell directly to buyers. And unlike house flippers, iBuyers don't seek out super distressed properties. They tend to buy middle-of-the-road properties that need little to no repairs. Their business models are typically based around high volume, low margins, so they tend to buy and offload properties very quickly. They aren't all active in every US market, but they are steadily expanding. Okay guys, so for Opendoor, the green represents the states that they don't buy in, and the blue is the states that they do buy in. So as you can tell, there's a lot of states they don't actually buy in. So that will give you an idea of if you can use them. Zillow buys in quite a few more states than Opendoor does, but just wanted to show you that. So how do you sell to an iBuyer? Although there are some differences, most of the iBuyers operate pretty much the same way. For homeowners looking to sell their property, the process begins by going online and requesting an offer. This first step merely requires the homeowner to fill out some basic information about their property and any recent upgrades that they've done. If the property meets the company's criteria, the iBuyer then takes the information that the homeowner gave about their property and they run it through their automated valuation model software to come up with the property's value. They then use that estimate to make an all-cash offer within 24 to 48 hours With the offer, the iBuyer will include a breakdown of the costs of the sale. So that way the homeowner understands the fees involved and they will get a net sheet knowing what they're gonna walk away with. Once the iBuyer makes the offer, the homeowner has 5 to 7 days to accept the offer. One quick note though, because the iBuyers allege that they make fair market offers to the homes, they do not negotiate. That being said, they tend to be willing to reassess offers if the homeowner feels that they've missed something in their evaluation. After the homeowner accepts the offer, the iBuyer will then pay and set up a home inspection. So here's where it gets kind of tricky. If the inspector that they send out finds that the home needs certain repairs, the iBuyer will assess the cost of those repairs and give the homeowner an option to either make the repairs themselves or deduct that cost from their sales price. As soon as the repairs have been made or the new price has been accepted, the homeowner will then choose their closing date. And while there's a slight difference between some of these companies, the typical closing date between 7 and 60 days out from the date of contract. So what is misleading about these iBuyers and dealing with homeowners looking to sell? So what's misleading about these iBuyer programs for sellers? For homeowners, the idea of selling to an iBuyer may seem like a dream come true. I mean, after all, you get to pick your closing date, you get an all cash offer within 24 to 40 hours, you have no cleaning, no prep work, no showings, no dealing with agents. What could be better, right? And on top of that, there's no agent commissions to be paid. However, it turns out that some of these benefits are far more rare than most homeowners realize. To begin with, iBuyers use a software called AVM, or Automated Valuation Models, to make offers on your property. The iBuyers insist that these AVM models provide fair market evaluations of homes that they make offers on. Yet, however low their margins are, at the end of the day, they're still investors and they're still out to make a profit, which is why their offers are always lower and their negotiations are non-existent. Now, iBuyers may allow you to choose your closing date, but homeowners still have to pay the closing costs for the transaction and make any necessary repairs or deduct that from the total net proceeds. And again, while the thought of not having to pay an agent commission makes you feel warm and fuzzy, you have to remember that iBuyers still pack in fees into their transaction. These service fees range from 6 to 8%, and I've seen them as high as 14%. So oftentimes the homeowner ends up paying the same, if not more, in terms of cost of the transaction than they would have they used a regular agent. When iBuyers like Zillow and Opendoor claim that homeowners pay way more for a traditional transaction using real estate agents, they're assuming that every homeowner pays seller concessions and pays for the closing costs for the buyer during a transaction, which is not the case. So iBuyers aren't just offering home sellers convenience and speed, they're making them pay for it, and often at a steep price. So how do I know that dealing with iBuyers is a scam? Because I actually did it. You know, I almost went through a deal with Zillow and OfferPad, and then I woke up. So first I listed my home as a FSBO, and I priced it out according to the recent comps in my neighborhood, and I came to a valuation of $350. I went online to their websites and I completed their make me an offer forms. They said they could both give me right around the average of $337 for my property. They emailed me paperwork to electronically sign, and at that point, we were under contract and the home was essentially sold, pending an inspection. They scheduled a time for the inspector to come out about a week later, and they walked through the house, did a brief inspection, and lo and behold, what did they find? They said that I needed some major repairs. And honestly, my house was in great condition, so I felt that they were very nitpicky about that type of thing. They emailed me and they said that they wanted to schedule a re-inspection to come back and look at a few things. This took approximately between 5 days to 2 weeks for both companies to do this. So by this point in the transaction, it's been almost 3 weeks, and most sellers are emotionally invested in selling their home and just at this point want the transaction to be over with. Some have already packed up most, if not all, of their belongings into boxes. Their garages are filled, and they've begun the process of moving out or, continuing their plans on wherever they're going to be going. So people are emotionally invested in the transaction at this point, and this is where the iBuyers tend to get you. So the second crew of inspectors came out to my property and were there for about another hour. They went through the house, through the interior, and then they exited out into the backyard. They were in the backyard for a decent amount of time, and then they exited out through my side gate and they were gone. Then about 2 to 3 days later, I received an email from the iBuyer outlining everything that they had gone over their inspection report and breaking it down in terms of costs for repairs and how this is going to affect my sales price. They gave me the offer to make the repairs myself or to deduct the amount that they had estimated for the repairs from my sales price. So now my $337,000 that they offered was now going to have to be reduced by $40,000 in repairs down to $297,000. Yep, you heard that right. $40,000 in repair. I can promise you my house was not anywhere near needing $40,000 in repairs. So for all you math whizzes out there, $40,000 deduction plus service fees, and they wanted me to pay closing costs for this transaction. They were not going to pay any closing costs. Neither Zillow or Opendoor would do that. And they were both this low within a few $1,000s on their offer. So yes, they allow you to choose the date of the move out and close of your choice. Yes, you're allowed to cancel at any time. Yes, you can do the repairs yourself or just take the deduction in price. So my advice to you is to just be very careful. Know your numbers, know the fair market value of your home, and know what they're charging you in fees and processing fees and closing costs and price reductions for exorbitant repairs that you could probably do yourself for pennies on the dollar less than what they're trying to charge you for. The money you stand to lose by going with an iBuyer versus a traditional retail sale through an agent should keep you up at night. So thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you got a lot of great information out of it. Please do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.